Hello, I'm Judi, the organizer and creator at Rescue My Space. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. So if you don't already know, I'm someone who likes to tell people to let things go. I mean, I really believe that decluttering will create a more clearer and a more functional space, and a space that you'll love to be in. But a lot of individuals do find it difficult to let go of their stuff. And what I've understood is that a lot of times it's not just because it's sentimental. It's because they spent so much money on this stuff. The last thing they want to do is to get rid of it for free. So in today's video, I'm going to provide you with 6 platforms or 6 ways you can sell your stuff. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. One way, and probably the most popular way to sell your stuff, is by having a garage or yard sale. Selling your stuff at a garage or yard sale is probably the most easy way to do so because you have full control over it. Of course, you have to make sure that your neighborhood is okay with it, but if so, you have full control over the process. You can literally create a store outside of your home. Outside of controlling a garage sale, you have the benefit of having your community come out and see your stuff in real time. But of course, it's very important that you also market your stuff. So take some good pictures, post it on your social media accounts, and let people know what is for sale. You can also post it on Craigslist. And another great thing about having a garage sale is you get to pick the listing price. So let's say, for instance, you have something for $20. Someone may buy your item for $20. Of course, there may be some negotiation involved, so make sure you adjust the price according to negotiation. But of course, you get to meet with your community, you get to speak to people, you get to know a little bit about the people around you. Plus, you're able to make a pretty good penny, of course. So the next great way to sell your stuff is on thredup. So if you haven't heard of thredup, it's a platform that's similar to a consignment or a thrift store or a secondhand store. So basically all the stuff that they have, that they sell, is used. But it's also a great place to sell your items. So what you can do is to go online and have them send you a kit. So in this kit, you place all of your clothes that you want to sell inside of it and you send it off, and thredup will then inspect it, evaluate it, and then they'll list it and they'll also deliver it to the buyer. So basically it's pretty hands off. Of course, you may need to look at your listings a few times, but for the most part, it's pretty hands off. But my favorite part about thredup is they promote saving our planet. They promote sustainability. Because these clothes are secondhand, you are too promoting sustainability. So when it comes to their payout scale, they base it on the listing price. So if the listing price is between $5 to $20, they will pay you about 5% to 15%. And they will pay you up to 80% on the listing price. So just be sure you're knowledgeable about that when you sell on thredup. But outside of that, when it comes to the items that they're willing to accept, they are pretty much open to accepting any type of brand name items. So it has to be in good quality as possible so that they can have it sold. So just be aware, be very knowledgeable about how they pay. And if you do, you will have a great experience on thredup. So the next platform to sell your stuff is Platos Closet. Platos Closet is nationwide, so they may even be in your state or even your city. So Platos Closet is a little bit different because they have a brick and mortar. They have a physical store where you can actually take your items to them and they'll give you an offer. But just understand that they are not looking into paying you the most high dollar for your stuff. I have brought in clients' clothes to thredup that I believed was worth a good penny, and they offered me $11. So, it was kind of like a punch in the stomach, but I understand that their goal is to sell the item. So they can't pay you a lot of money because then they will have to list your item for a high dollar, and they are a secondhand store, so they can't do that. So I get it, Platos Closet, no hard feelings, no hard feelings. So at the end of the day, Platos Closet is still a great way to sell your stuff. Even if you're selling your stuff, you can also buy some things from Platos Closet. They do have a storefront, so you can, walk around as they're evaluating your clothes, and they'll just give you a call and provide you with an offer. And of course, you don't have to take their offer. I didn't take their offer, so I took my bag and I walked away. But you may be okay with that $11 and you will leave your clothes with them. They do also accept brand name clothes, but it's important that they are trendy and in season, meaning they are trendy today and in this season. So you have to be mindful when you are taking their stuff because, like I said, they will lowball you. And for some of your stuff, they will give you pennies. So keep in mind, but other than that, Platos Closet is still a win for me. So the next platform is eBay. So once upon a time, eBay actually used to be more popular than Amazon. But the reason why I like to sell my things on eBay is they also sell things outside of clothes, accessories, and shoes. They pretty much sell everything. I'm saying that with hesitance because you can't sell everything on eBay, but you know what I mean. You got to make sure, of course, that the items that you want to sell are in pretty mint new condition because those are the type of items that sell the quickest. But outside of that, their fee system is pretty good actually. eBay charges about 10% on each listing, and they also have different types of listings where they will give you 50 listings for free. But I think it depends on the type of listing. So definitely check out the link below where you can find more information on that. When it comes to platforms like eBay, what's important is the way your listings show online. You got to make sure that you take great photos of your stuff. You got to make sure that you give a good description of your stuff because you want it to sell. You want people to be attracted to your listing. So keep that in mind when you're posting your stuff on places like eBay. But also, it's important that you consider the cost. Make sure that you check out other people's listings that are similar to yours so you can kind of determine the cost for your stuff. Also, you do have to consider postage when it comes to eBay. So in the past, I have had something sold and I still needed to pay for postage to make sure that it was sent to the buyer. And because of that, I probably only made like $8 on that one listing, which for some may be okay, but for me it wasn't, because at the end of the day, I lost money. So make sure you consider postage in your listing price. But outside of that, eBay is a great platform where you can sell clothes, where you can sell pretty much anything and get a good penny from it. So the next platform is Poshmark. If you're someone who loves watching YouTubers who specialize in fashion, you've probably heard of Poshmark in the past. Poshmark is a great platform because this is a place where you can sell your more trendy, your more stylish clothes, and you can actually get a buyer that has a similar personal style to you, which is great because you're more likely to have your items sold quickly. The reason why Poshmark is also a favorite of mine is because it's pretty easy to set up your stuff. It just requires a few steps and then you are started. And another great thing about Poshmark is they will provide you with a prepaid, pre-addressed postage slip. So once your item sells, they'll send it to you and you'll just package up your stuff and send it off with the carrier. You don't even have to leave the home. So I like that, just hassle-free, things that are just easy. So it doesn't make the process of selling stressful, No one wants that. I don't. When it comes to their payout scale, they're a bit different than the others. If your listing price is under $15, you only have to pay a flat rate of about $3. But if it's higher than $15, you will be charged 20% of the listing price, which that means you make 80%. Similar to thredup, I guess. But the flat fee, I think, is always easy to understand because you just know that whatever you make minus 3 is what you're going to make in profit. So I don't think that's bad. And again, they just try to make it hassle-free. So hey, if you have really nice clothes, brand name clothes, designer clothes, then you should probably set it on Poshmark if you want to make a pretty good penny. So the last but not least platforms to use to sell your stuff are Facebook Marketplace, Letgo, or even Craigslist, because these platforms are free. So that means no fees, no percentages taken off your listing price, just FREE, free. So outside of that, they are just a great way to sell your items to people who are looking for items similar to yours. So if you do have an item that you want to sell, of course, make sure that those pictures are good quality, they show everything. And of course, you can even follow the same systems that the other platforms follow and make sure that it's in some type of good condition. It may not be a new condition because maybe you used the couch for a long time, or maybe that dress you've washed many times, but it's still a good quality dress. So just make sure it's in good quality because we don't want to sell things to people where when they get it, it's not what they wanted because they can't return it, right? There's no return policy. They're stuck with it. And that's not the type of people we are, right? Because these platforms are free, some people are more likely to create false profiles just to scam you. So we don't want to be scammed. We want to make sure that the person's real, but for the most part, your experience will be positive. Just make sure you are always with someone when you deliver your item to the buyer. Make sure that you meet them in a well-lit area, and make sure that there's a crowd around, because the last thing we want to do is hear that you went missing. But of course, that's not going to happen to you because you are careful. At the end of the day, all of these platforms are a great way to sell your items because it's all about your comfortability. And also, if you're selling your items, that means you actually want to get it out of your home, which to me is a win-win because you're getting it out of your home and you're making some kind of money from it. So let me know in the comment section below if you've ever used any of the platforms that I mentioned today. And also let me know of any other platforms I didn't mention in the video. Let me know. All right, you already know what time it is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so very much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you soon. Bye.